I'm still not 100% sure why he told us to meet him in a place like this. My dear, it is a Puritan community. This isn't a tavern. And, well, it's him. This makes no sense. Huh. He always does like his jokes. I just wish his jokes wouldn't put us in such a dangerous proposition. The Puritans are the ones leading this whole debacle. The last thing I need is to be around more of them. Maybe you're right. Perhaps he does have some sort of insight on how to hide from these people. I just don't know if I trust it. Again, you'll have to forgive me, but I've been through these events before. There was the vampire purge in Eastern Europe. Took quite a few of my friends. Yes, those of us who got out were those of us who learned how to blend appropriately. Not very easy when you have to avoid the sunlight, but we make it work. Well, if nothing else, I'm glad to be out of that prison. I didn't think we were going to get that lucky. You never did tell me. Who put you in contact with the warden? He sought you out. But I wonder why. What could he possibly be thinking? Hmm, perhaps. Can you tell me about the man? That's fair. Everyone here seems to be very much on edge. If he's playing some sort of other game, well, I don't think he would want to trust anybody, keeping the cards close to his chest, as it were. That prison was nowhere fun, my dear. Far too many undesirables. Next door were 3 werewolves, all in one cell, scratching, biting, covered in fleas. Not my idea of a happy living situation. That's very true. That's very true. It could have been worse. I could have been stuck living with a bunch of elves. My dear, there is nothing more boring on this planet than elven conversation. While not openly hostile, my people and theirs, we don't get along. No, to be fair, it's nothing like vampires and werewolves. We just, we don't mix. Oh, my friend who's coming? No, he's a lovely gentleman. A bit rough around the edges, but overall a good sort of chap. Do not worry, my dear. All will be well. He seems to have some bigger plan. As soon as he gets here, we'll know what's going on. I promise. And if he doesn't, then we'll flee. There are other places safer for us. Well, he asked me to reach out to an old contact, a friend of mine. Haven't spoken to him in almost 200 years, but it was a welcome moment. He used to be one of the preeminent forces in Legio Vampiris. Quite the man. Quite the vampire. He's something to behold. My dear, one day you will meet him and you will understand why we all feared him, second only to the darkness. Ah, I believe our contact has arrived. My dear Sean, it's lovely to see you as always. Lois, you're looking well. See, a stint in prison didn't do you too bad. You should try it more often. It's quite relaxing. Sean, I'm not sure if you know this, but I need blood to survive, and it was pretty, what would you say, slim pickings to get it there. Oh, lad. Sometimes you just have to make do. As I heard the rumor, there are a couple of werewolves in there with you. Didn't fancy making some spart? No, I really didn't. Werewolves are not my cup of tea, as you put it. Aye. That's the way the English put it. My people don't say that shite. Forgive me, forgive me. Sometimes I do like to get a rise out of you, though. It's good to see you again, lad. You as well. How long has it been? By the twa. 70 years. 80. Yes. It was the passage over, I believe. Aye, that feels right. Well, it's good to see you. As well. And who's this little one? Lovely to meet you. Sean's the name. Looks the game. Oh, Elias and I have known each other for years. At this point, what? 150, 175? 175, give or take. Honestly, I think we met in Paris? Nah, lad. The coast. I was trying to figure out what a vampire was doing near the beaches. Doesn't seem like a good mixture. No. But the wine was lovely. Yes. Sean here was trying to make some deal or other. I don't know. I tend not to get involved in most of his business affairs. What's the matter, lad? You afraid of getting a little lucky? I'm very afraid of your version of luck, my old friend. As good, as good. No. I'm not a vampire. I'm a bit more different. Quite a bit more magical, too. Well, Leprechaun is usually the preferred sobriquet. But, Sean works. Don't really need people knowing what I am. Because one or two things starts happening. One, people start hunting me and trying to kill me. Two, people start looking for a pot of feckin' gold. There's no pot of gold. Ah, old myth. Probably referring to my hoard, but you're never gonna find that. You find yourself in me hoard. You've done something very, very wrong. Oh, no, you must forgive Sean for not explaining, but that particular piece of folklore is, well, just that. Folklore. Aye, we're not all short little green men. Far from it, in fact. Well, I'd wager if we were both on our bare feet, I'd be taller than Vampire Boy here. Now, I don't think that's true. Are you telling me you don't wear lifts, lad? I used to, but they were very much in fashion at that time period. Aye, so were some more questionable medical treatments. The humans were still putting leeches on their bodies, if I remember correctly. Aren't they still doing that? Aye, they are. How? How do they survive as a species? Oh, no, 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 no. My dear, you must not take offense, but we've been alive for quite a while. Some things that your kind does, we don't quite. It's feckin' madness. You have to understand. We've seen medical marvels even in our lifetimes. Some of the stuff you've gotten up to these days, though. Dark ages indeed. Indeed. By all that is unholy. You see that creature? Aye. And in another minute, you're gonna be really, really pissed off. Why? Sean! Alright, lad. Looking a bit, ragged. You doing alright? Humans, everywhere. Prison escape wasn't easy. This cannot be what I think it is sitting next to me, is it? Yeah, 'cause I really love sitting next to you, suckhead. What did you just call me? Both ears. Knock it off. Suckhead? That particular form of bigotry fell out of fashion over 100 years ago. Maybe with your kind, not mine. What are you doing here? The warden sent me. What's the warden need with all of us? New plans. Vampire, did you get his message? I did. I reached out to my contact. Dragosi is in. He said something about enjoying the idea of the plan, but I was not informed of a plan. Good. Then you need to get ready. We have things to do. I will have nothing to do with one of your kind. The fact that you're even sitting at the same table as me is disgusting. Aye, lad. If the warden sent him, then something's up. He's got a plan. Thomas, lad, you feel like sharing with all of us? We're riding tonight. No waiting. Get your things. Meet me outside. Horses. Are you incapable of speaking like a proper creature? Are you incapable of being anything other than a pompous bat with legs? Had trouble sourcing that one out, didn't you, my, flea-bitten friend? Not friend. Lads, both of yous knock it off. We're in public. Horses. Outside. Warden is waiting. Fine. Fine. Forgive me, my dear, but that is one of the more, uncouth werewolf types I've ever met. Knowing his species, that is indeed saying something, isn't it? Lad, like it or not, we need him. Why? Because he's bringing the firepower. He's the alpha of one of the local packs. 35 werewolf follow him right now. 35 of those mongrels. Aye. And he needs us as much as we need him. I don't see how that's possible. Pastor Richardson, the bloke leading this, stupidity, he's trying to have Thomas exiled. What? That makes no sense. I don't know myself, but that's what's happening. Thomas there, he needs us. But we do need him still. We need the muscle. I don't see how, but if this is part of the warden's plan, then fine. I'll go along with it for now. Good lad. I'll meet you outside, all right? All right. We'll be there momentarily as not to arouse suspicion. Good lad. See you soon. Well, my dear, I think we just met our traveling companions. I don't know either. Whatever this warden character is thinking, it eludes me right now. I'd love to know why he was in charge of the jail I was in. Because something about him isn't sitting right with me. We'll have to figure it out soon enough. Not to worry, my dear. In time, all will become clear. And I'll keep you safe, not to worry on that either. We should get going, though. This place is not holding a charm for me. Indeed. Let's get out of here. Time to meet the man behind the mask.